Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today we're going to talk about pharmaceutical stocks, and we're going to talk about one that everybody is aware of and talking about and trading, CRISPR. It's called CRISPR, and CRISPR is supposed to be the answer for cancer in the future. What we need to ask ourselves is, now's the right time to enter? Is the company profitable? What's the big deal? Let's do a little investigation. Before we do, the Stock Planner channel is an educational channel. We don't advise anybody. We just share some ideas and learn from each other and hopefully win. Now let's get started. Looking at CRISPR, stock symbols CRSP on the daily time frame, we see that it does swing nicely. And if you can capture these major swings, you made some serious bank. This is the zigzag. It looks to the future, kind of like predicting the outcome of a football game 3 days after the game occurred. It prints these peaks and valleys perfectly. And what we need to do is find indicators that do not look to the future and can predict those peaks. This is the MACD, zero lag MACD, and when it's deep deep above the zero line, we like to see that. And it doesn't have to have a crossover. I like required is to be deep. And this is stochastic RSI, when I like to see a crossover there. And the RSI, which I depend heavily on, and it's RSI 4, so I like it quick. When it comes above the 70 and comes below, that's the time that we're interested in. And if all these occur at the same time, within a few days, it's the time to go short. And that would have been a nice ride down. So that's my strategy. These are my indicators. And now I'm going to back test for the beginning of the year and see how well this particular strategy performs. I could do this manually, just one win here, and actually plot it, or I can do it automatically, which I have a program written in OmniBroker that'll do it for me automatically. Swinging over to OmniBroker, setting the first of the year to now, and doing a back test, investing about 1,000 at a time. My accumulated profit is 346, and I can go get a summary as well. It seems to perform quite nicely with my strategy. Started the first of the year with $100,000, and I did that because I want to get lots of trades. 7 trades, 6 were winners. 7 or 8 days the strategy held, and after 18 days I stopped this whole process, win or lose. And this is risk-adjusted return. This is really high based on this $100,000, because we only have about $1,200, $1,000 to $1,200 invested any time, so there's a lot of money that's idle. And that is why this profit percentage is so low, because it's based on this higher number. Usually I base them on $10,000, but I just wanted to get the number of trades, see if I have a winning system. And oh my goodness, that's 85%. Definitely a winning system. CRISPR is something that I trust my strategy. And what we have, it's stochastic coming around now, RSI coming around, but it hasn't occurred yet. The only thing is, this is not, we want this to go long, we want this to be down in here somewhere. We're probably going to wait a little bit with CRISPR. There is your support. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set alert for my RSI 4, crossing up. And I just bought that long spread for CRISPR. It just came in, crossing up. So actually I'm in, crossing up above 30. So we're waiting for it to come down, and it's below 30, and then come back around. And we're going to have it come to our cell phone, so I don't have to keep looking, and I can relax. I can do other things. I have to go grocery shop with my wife today. So I create that alert, and I can relax. But in my case, I didn't wait. I just had the alert saying that I bought a bull put spread. I'll cover that in a minute. A swing trader is primarily a technical trader. They use indicators and bars and charts and probabilities and numbers. But I also like to know the fundamentals. So what's going on with CRISPR? And so we'll take a quick look at that, and then we'll look at my option play that I just executed. This is FinViz. It's free, but it has a lot of ads. But a lot of people like to start there because it automatically draws these channel lines in there. And some people find that to be helpful. And some people would see this as the support line, and they think they might bounce off of support. And if it goes up to here, it'll bounce back down, and then it'll break out. The target price in FinViz is 163. 163 is up in here somewhere. So it's got some room to grow. We're going long, so we like that. Forward PE It looks like it's profitable at the moment, but no telling about the future. And optionable and shortable, we like that. And everybody's actually trading it. Recent upgrades by Citicorp in June. That's not that recent. TipRanks is also free for a lot of things. It's down a little bit today, trading at 119.65 right at the moment. It's going to go to 162 according to this. There's 12 people following it. Very popular stock. And you love it or hate it. If you hate it, you think it's going to go down to 117. And if you love it, you think it's going to go to 220. Moderate buy. That's not so hot. Hedge fund activity decreased. Was up to here. Now it's down to here. Head, shoulders, I don't know. Earnings is in November. And that looked good. That don't look so good. Analysts are neutral. That's why it's getting beaten down. Crispr just had earnings. And look at this. The earning growth, it's phenomenal. But I can't tell if it's overvalued or undervalued. I suspect it's drastically overvalued. But if I'm looking for momentum and growth, it looks like this is the one. By the way, anybody doing fundamental analysis, again, I want to reiterate that swing trading is technical. And you do the fundamentals to make sure you understand what the stock is and how it fits in the big picture strategically. But everybody is talking about this CRISPR and the cure for cancer, how it hasn't been profitable and is going to be unprofitable. All this stuff looks good. And so for long term, I'll take a look at the weekly just for kicks. And this weekly, it's definitely a trend up. And so let's see what we do for a long term play. I have an options simulator. It's OptionStrat. It's free. Apparently INTC was the last one I thought it was going up. But today we're looking at CRISPR and bull put spread. And we're looking at October 15th. I want to be out a little bit. And I want to look at the 120, 115. And that puts me at $500 to do this play. And it says I should get net credit of $255 and a net loss is about the same. And in fact, I did get $255 in just a few minutes ago. So by sitting here, it could very well go down. This is weekly. Let me switch to daily again. 50% is, if you take this legs here, 50% would be right about there. It'd be about 127, 118, 127. Just assume it's going to come back up to there, somewhere in there area. 127. 127 in about 10 days is right here. And I could take $64 out of this trade on $500 put up. But the worst I can do with this trade is $245. So I can win or loss. There's a risk. Really, the risk is $245 or the win of 64. And that's about 6%. Does this trade look good to you? That by the end of October, if it stays above 117, I'm going to get the whole enchilada, $255, or I can take a trade within about 10 or 15 days for $60 to $80. I always like to close out the trade after 10 days. Stay above 117. Stay above 117. 127 is a little below that. The indicators are saying maybe, and But I have till October 15th to do it. That's the trade. Let me know what you think about it. Like and subscribe. Do your own due diligence. Catch you on the flip. Happy trading. And by the way, don't take yourself too seriously. You win and you lose.